Yes, good morning, students. Today we are going to start our sixth part of chapter How do organisms reproduce. So let's start. Today we are going to discuss about how the reproduction take place in human beings, in humans. In the previous part, fertilization and reproduction process in plants was discussed. So in this slide we will discuss about the reproduction take place in human beings. First topic is puberty. Now, what is puberty? It is that age or it is that phase where male start production of gametes and female also start production of gametes. Means puberty is that specific phase of life or of life cycle in which an organism obtained the sexual maturity. So just read this definition. Human beings are complex animal and hence there is a distinct phase in their life cycle which marks the onset means starting, which marks the onset and attainment of sexual maturity. Means this is the phase where male or female get mature. This period is known as puberty. Next, now this age is not specific, you can say defined. Means in some humans the maturity comes earlier and in some humans the maturity will may be delayed. So we just have a round approximate idea that in female or in girls puberty occur at around 10 to 11 years and in the boys it will be around at 12 to 13 years of age. And what are the changes? Means how we can detect that a male is mature or a female is mature or male or female start production of gamete. Then there are specific changes observed in the male body or female body. So let's start with the changes in the boy during puberty. The boy suddenly grow in height increased. Second, voice become deep and you can say loud. So in male or in boys, when boys attain the puberty age, then the voice become deep and Adam's apple is the structure present in neck area. Adam's apple develop more. Third, shoulder become broad, body become muscular. Next, fourth point, facial hairs begin to grow. Means beard will start to appear during puberty and some hair also grow under armpit and different areas of body. Now, what are the changes that are obtained in girls? The voice become shrill and high pitch, or you can say the voice become thin, and there is growth in shoulder area in female, and mammary glands means breast get enlarged and hair growth occur in different body parts. Now as we can differentiate between male and female during puberty, then it is known as sexual dimorphism. Now what is sexual dimorphism? It is a process by which we can easily distinguish between male and female on the basis of physical appearance. Means by physical appearance we can differentiate that this is male or this is female. So this is the physical dissimilarities in male and female of species which give them different appearance is known as sexual dimorphism. Means we can differentiate the male from the female, and there are specific characters which develop during puberty, and these specific characters are termed as secondary sexual characters. means these are the features which develop after attaining the puberty, and the features which highlight the sexual dimorphisms are called as secondary sexual characters. Means the growth of hairs on the face is the secondary sexual character, or the formation of mammary gland in female, it is also a secondary sexual character. Now we start with the male reproductive system. So we first we start the different components. We study about the components of male reproductive system. First, testes. Testes are in pair, and testes are enclosed in a pouch like structure known as scrotum. Scrotum holds the testes, and in testes sperm production or male gamete production take place, and in testes a hormone is also produced known as testosterone. Now what is the function of scrotum? Scrotum is a pouch like structure which is present outside the body. Scrotum is a pouch like structure which is present outside the body, and the location of scrotum is just below the abdominal cavity. Abdominal means stomach area. Just below the abdominal cavity, scrotum is present, a pouch like structure, and this scrotum help in maintaining the, now in CBSE there may be a question ki write the function of scrotum. So you mention that scrotum help in maintaining the temperature of testes. And how this will help? If the temperature of testes is below the body temperature, then it will lead to formation of sperm. You can see in the last line, scrotum help in maintaining the temperature of testes below the body temperature, and this is necessary for optimum sperm production. And near about 2 to 2.5 degree lesser, testes has 2 to 2.5 degree lower temperature as that of body. Yes, next, testes primarily help in functioning for the production of sperm, and sperm are the male gametes, and also testes produce a hormone known as testosterone, and testosterone is known as male hormone, and this testosterone is responsible for the production of secondary sexual character in boys, means the formation of beard, and the voice is mainly controlled by testosterone. And you can see in the diagram, this diagram is from NCERT figure 3.1a. You can see a testis is there, pair of testes is there in red color, and outside the testis a pouch like structure known as scrotum. Scrotum cover the testes, and you can see in testes the sperm production will take place, and by the help of tube like structures this sperm will be transferred towards the male area. You can see I am labeling the word. You can see scrotum, testes, and upside a tube is running known as vas deferens, and this vas deferens further enter inside the you can see here ejaculatory duct and prostate gland, and this duct will run downward towards and it will lead to formation of urethra, and the penis is located here. So yes, you can see vas deferens. What is vas deferens? Vas deferens is a tube like structure which is attached with the testis, and this vas deferens will carry the sperm to the seminal vesicle. You can see here vas deferens is there. Above the testis a tube like structure you can see. So vas deferens is a tube like structure which help for the transport of sperm. Yes, next, seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle, this is the place where sperms are stored. You can see seminal vesicle below the ureter labeling. Seminal vesicle is there. So seminal vesicle is a place where sperms are stored, and seminal vesicle also produces some amount of secretion, and this secretion is added to make the semen. And next is penis. Penis is a mating organ, or it is a muscular organ which help, or you can say which functions as transfer of sperm inside the female body, as well as urine also passes through this penis in male. So it is a genitourinary function, means it has a dual function, and urethra works as the common passage for urine as well as sperm. So urethra works as both the passage for transfer of sperm and urine. Now female reproductive system. Before going to start this, yes, you can see this slide. I'm just recalling the name or labeling. You can see a pair of ovaries there, then fallopian tube is there, yes, and then you can see fallopian tube combined with the merge to form uterus, and then endometrium is there, and the cervix is there, and vagina is there. Now, yes, now what is uterus? Uterus is a pear shaped structure, inverted pear shaped structure, hollow muscular organ, or uterus is the place where embryo is implanted. Embryo get implanted in 9 months. 9 months uterus in embryo is attached with the uterus, and the wall of the uterus provides safety and nourishment to the growing fetus. Yes, next fallopian tube. Fallopian tube are in pair, and this fallopian tube help for the transfer of ovum or egg, and fertilization take place. This may be asked in CBSE. Name the site of fertilization, then you have to mention fallopian tube is the site of fertilization. Now next is ovary. Ovaries are present in pair, and function of ovary is ovary help in the production of egg, and some hormones are also produced by ovary, and the name of hormones are estrogen and progesterone. You can see female has a menstruation cycle, 28-day cycle is there, menstruation cycle, and in this ovulation cycle or menstruation cycle, one egg is mature per menstruation cycle. Next is vagina. Vagina is the, you can say, muscular tube-like structure, and this will help as a passage for the transfer of sperm, and vagina is also a canal that is used during the child birth. You can see here ovary is present in pair, and then fallopian tube is attached with each ovary, and this fallopian tube open into uterus, and in this uterus the zygote and the embryo or fetus will remain attached for 9 months. And you can see in the below area of uterus, you can see here cervix is there and vagina is there, and vagina will help for the, you can see, production of or childbirth. Now next topic is reproductive health. Now what is health? Health is the state where a person is physically, mentally and socially fit, but in this reproductive health the person should be physically, mentally, socially as well as reproductive fit also. So let's have the first point. Human beings are different from other animals because they have the power of thinking. Means human being has the power of ability of thinking and thoughts. They have to obey certain moral values, and they also behave sensible in the different phases of life. And beginning of puberty does not mean that a person is psychological ready to for the process of reproduction. Means if an organism starts to production of gametes, then it is not maybe considered that he is ready for the process of reproduction. For a human being, reproduction involves more than just producing an offspring. So next, any act of sex has the potential of fertilization, so taking care of contraception become important. Means in this point, in the second point, it is mentioned that reproductive health is also play an important role, because when mating take place, then sometime disease may be transferred from male to female or female to male, and these diseases are known as STDs. STDs are sexually transmitted disease, and the example of STDs are gonorrhea, herpes simplex, AIDS, hepatitis B. These are the some, you can say, disease that can be transferred during the process of mating and during the process of reproduction. So it is very important to take care about this disease. During reproduction, this disease should not be transferred from one infected person to the normal healthy person. So reproductive health involve, what is the aim of reproductive health? Reproductive health involve in preventing the chances of this disease. Means reproductive health is a steps, or you can say it is a procedure by which we can prevent the chances of spreading of STDs, and we can prevent the unwanted children also. Reproductive health means a couple should be able to enjoy the reproductive phase of its life without taking the burden of genetic family. Means reproductive health means a couple should able to enjoy the reproductive phase without having some burden. Yes. Now this slide explain about the different method by which population can be controlled, and you can say that these are some contraceptive methods. Contraception means contraception is a process by which the childbirth is prevented, and we prevent the childbirth by using different type of methods and different type of technique. There are different type of techniques are there. Barrier method is there, and some type of chemical drugs are there, and surgical methods are also present. You can see in the lowermost portion you can see here the labeling is there, condom, diaphragm. So these are some barrier methods. Condom, diaphragms are some type of barrier methods. Condoms are inserted on the male reproductive organ, that is penis, and this condom will collect all the sperm. So the sperm will not enter inside the female body during the mating. So condom prevent the child birth. Same as that, diaphragm will work, and you can here see withdrawal method is there. Withdrawal method is a natural method. In this, during the mating, mating means during reproduction, male and female coitus is there, then male withdraw his penis so that sperm will not enter inside the female body. In the second, you can see here pills, rings, patches, injections are there. These are some chemical methods. Tablets can be used to prevent the childbirth. Some type of patches and injections contain chemicals that prevent the fertilization. And in the topmost you can see IUDs. IUDs are intrauterine devices. Intrauterine devices are specific type of copper devices that are inserted inside the vagina or uterus area. IUD is intrauterine devices, means these devices are inserted inside the uterus area, and these devices will prevent the fertilization. Means these devices release some type of copper ions, and this copper ion will suppress the sperm motility. I am again repeating, intrauterine devices are inserted inside the uterus, and these are some copper devices, and they release copper ion that suppress the sperm motility. And in sterilization method, or this is the surgical method. In the surgical method, doctor will surgically cut and tie up the fallopian tube in female and vas deferens in male. So surgical methods are also used for controlling the child birth. So these are some different type of methods that are used for birth control. Thank you.